everyone.
Hey everyone, welcome to our Digitals Talk. This is our format where we will talk about a few topics of tech news this week. Let's jump right in. The monster of a CPU, the Ryzen 7 4800U. Very special one in my opinion. It's essentially the next model after the 4700. U had no SMT, so no simultaneous multi-threading, and a weaker integrated GPU.
Mm-hmm.
And now the 4800U,
Nice.
thank you, is now the real killer. You have to imagine, it's a 15 watt CPU.
Okay, but give us the specs.
Yeah, with 8 cores.
Okay.
16 threads.
Okay.
The CPU clocks between 1.8 and 4.2 gigahertz.
Wait. That's a huge difference.
Yes, but because it's only a 15 watt CPU. Because if you will really push all 8 cores, and if your cooling is not the best, it will really quickly drop down to the 1.8 gigahertz, the base frequency. I mean, 4.2 gigahertz is the turbo frequency it can reach.
All cores can reach 4.2?
I didn't find any information about that. So apparently Heise, they say 1.8 to 4.2 gigahertz on all 8 cores. If that would be all 8 cores, wow. Just as an example, on Cinebench R20, the 4700U reached 2400 points. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then Intel also has a 6-core with hyperthreading, the 10710U.
Yeah.
It reaches 2300, so even less than the 4700. Now the 4800U reaches 3900 points.
That's like 15% more.
Yeah.
More than that.
Like Intel blown away. It's totally crushing everything in the ultrabook segment. Like it's seriously the fastest 15 watt CPU. Incredible. So they have a poor availability of that CPU because of low chip yield. It's a really high requirement.
Yes.
I mean, you have to reach up to 4.2 gigahertz on the 8 cores, as I read it, with 16 threads. And also the GPU, the integrated GPU has 512 shader units.
Which is it?
RX Vega 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
It clocks with up to 1.75 gigahertz. The integrated GPU. I mean, get that. It's a powerhouse. I'll show you a graph, and that will. Oh wow, that's a bad. What kind of graph is that? What the hell? Let me just get that chart now. There, huge chart. Like seriously,
let me just
like what the hell?
Because what? Wait, how should I read that?
Important here is the red one.
And what's the red one?
Because this is the CPU that we're talking about, the Ryzen 4800U.
All that, right?
The red one, yes.
The red one.
Yes, but you can see what I want to point out. After the first run, like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, you quickly lose performance. And that's, I guess, because of the cap of 15 watts, you know? I mean, it's really cool to see that you can reach up to 1,620 points.
But you're stable then on 1,210.
Also, like the 9,880H here, you see it drops a little bit.
Yeah, but that's
and
normal.
Also the other CPUs, that's normal. And here you can really see it drops significantly.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's okay. It's a 50 watt CPU. What do you expect?
No, I mean, that's totally fine. I mean, for that, there is this difference between 1.8 and 4.2. It makes sense.
Yes.
Because, you have the chance to reach this power, but you have to note that if it's something that needs this power, will go on 1.8 because we cannot exceed this TDP. So that's totally fine. It's a 15 watt CPU. You cannot expect to have a workstation with that. Yeah, but you have also to see with which laptop. It makes a huge difference than the benchmark is, because
Yes.
each laptop has a different mobile, different RAM, different.
But I mean, you can also just, you could use it in a bigger laptop, give it a better cooling, and you have a really good CPU. I mean, if you can hold up to the maximum turbo, it's good. But it's also cool because you will see this CPU in really simple and little, like for example, the IdeaPad 5.
Yeah.
You can get it for around 900 euros. This model
With that
here.
CPU?
Yes. It has full HD. It has USB-C with 4K output, Wi-Fi 6. That's what I like so much. And also this benchmark, this article here. Oh, no, it's actually Lenovo Yoga Slim. Okay. It's a different one. The first computers are out with it.
There is a benchmark on this here, on this article?
What I showed you was on that computer.
Ah, okay.
So it's a Lenovo Slim, Slim 7, 14-inch model. It's $965 with 16 gigabytes of RAM, full HD display, 512 gigabytes of SSD.
Yeah, the only thing that I see, it's the RAM is quite not the best.
About 16 gigabytes, you can get a long one.
Yeah, but it's not a fast memory. You see, it's 1600.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay.
With 40, 39, 45.
That's a bottleneck.
A bit yet. So that's a little bit disappointing, actually. It's not a really good RAM, but yeah.
Okay, well.
But still, it's a really interesting GPU. GPU. I would like to see different benchmarks with different laptops, because with the Ultrabook, with that power, it's really great. I mean,
I can show you an interesting comparison.
Yes.
For example, so that's of the last generation of 15-inch MacBook Pros, It's a good CPU, You have 6 cores, you have 12 threads, you have 4.5 gigahertz. I had that CPU and that MacBook for a while, and now look at the score for that 15-watt CPU.
Yeah.
It's like crushed. I mean, seriously, this is a 45-watt CPU, and this is a 15-watt. Come on, AMD, what are you doing? It's really interesting. I really see a future of the Apple ARM CPUs that they are currently developing. I see them competing with Intel's Ryzen. Because
Intel Ryzen.
Intel Ryzen, AMD Ryzen.
I was so confused for a moment. With AMD.
I really see AMD fighting against Apple regarding efficiency, because AMD is getting really good at performance. Yes. And I guess Apple will be really good as well with their MacBooks when it comes to performance, with their ARM CPUs.
Yes, AMD crushed it with the 7 nanometers. But I mean, let's wait, because Apple is coming in 2022 or 2021.
They said end of the year in their announcement with the first device that can support.
Yeah, which device?
Run ARM. They said.
Okay.
I mean, not iPhones. I mean, of course, a MacBook or a Mac device.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't think they will have something as powerful as this processor, and
well, wait for them. They have on the iPads, they have pretty powerful CPUs.
Yes,
I know you cannot compare them directly, but I mean more something like Photoshop or Premiere, that Adobe Suite, when it will be optimized, and it will be optimized for Apple. I mean, like those comparisons.
Yeah. But I mean, they will get the comparison, and I think they will win after a while. But now they will come out with some not cheap. I mean, some models for users, like for how it's called, the Mac Air, something like that. That's used from just to navigate, answer some email, and that's it. Not to actually work on it. Okay. So. Not this end of the year.
let's see. We're again talking about Apple CPUs. Why we actually have the Ryzen topic. We really want to see Apple bring out those computers with ARM.
Yeah.
Please, Apple.
Come on.
Okay, so much for that. Regarding the Ryzen 7, I would really like to buy that Lenovo book just for this CPU. I mean, come on, that's core. But okay. Oh, it even has 2 coolers for a 15-watt CPU. Okay.
That makes sense. I mean, they want to have high benchmarks.
Yeah.
Benchmarks, high gigahertz.
Yeah. But it's so funny to see 15-watt CPU with 2 coolers.
Yeah, but I guess one is for the GPU and one is for the...
No, it's one package. It's an integrated GPU.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Until then, thank you for watching and see you in the next stream.
See ya.
Bye.